Welcome back to the later show with John and Matt. I'm John C. Riley. You missed your cue.
I'm sorry.
God damn it. That's it. We're starting to go again.
What? Aww.
No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back. It's the later show. Your weekly show, video show on the internet, full of local. Now we don't even do local stuff.
Not really. We could.
We could do local stuff, but really, I don't know. Could we? I don't know. Your weekly. Bleh. We're YouTube stars, man. Fuck everyone.
Whatever, man.
Anyway, welcome to your weekly video games, pop culture, and bullshit show.
Recap.
How would we define the show?
Why would we have to do such a thing? Why even bother defining?
We're undefinable.
I like that.
Here's to you, sir.
I do like that. And you know, here's to you.
Here's to you.
That PBR. Can you get a
ready?
Little clink? Clink.
Go. The other way. Ready?
Oh, the other way. Clink. Clink.
Yeah, we have tons of stuff for you tonight. It's a lot of news reports, but primarily we got a couple of funny things. We got stuff to make you laugh, and then opinionated questions that we have out there for the viewers.
We always have opinions in places about
people. We're very
people
opinionated. We're like assholes. Everyone's got them, and they don't. Look, I got 2 spades. Is it 2 spades? I don't know. Who cares?
I got the ace of spades.
Ace of spades. And we have a lot of stuff. Of course, we have our friendly. What would you say? The game company of the year. They're always in the news.
Oh, EA.
Are you getting sick of them? Are you getting sick of and tired of hearing EA?
No, you know what? I'm not getting sick of them because we bring it up almost every week.
It's kind of like Lindsay Lohan, right?
Yeah, but at least with Lindsay, you're kind of like, oh, but we want you to get better.
Oh my God! You know what's even better than Lindsay Lohan? Amanda Bynes.
What happened with her?
Oh my God! She's a total breakdown. Apparently, she shaved her head. And she's been wearing a wig.
Well, that's what Britney did.
She got kind of like facial piercings right here on her cheeks.
Okay.
And she likes to break down and have emotional. She likes to have emotional breakdowns during yoga class. Apparently,
no kidding.
One of the last stories that was in the tabloids.
Oh, whatever, man. We don't look at those.
I don't know, but it's just really funny how I heard it on some junk thing because we were watching The Soup, and The Soup, which I love so much, and apparently after that it went right to like some E! News thing, and they were talking about how she was like losing it and how she showed up to yoga in like lingerie and started muttering and talking to herself, and she just broke down and cried.
Nope.
And she started sobbing and then ran away.
Dude,
you're damaged goods, bitch.
If I had half of the fame and money as these people, even if they were has-been stars, I would not be acting all shitty like that.
Maximilian from Germany, our #1 fan, just reached out to us in a message on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Saying that he hopes we have a great show. What did I have no idea.
Well, Max,
that was the only message he sent.
You get to watch us on YouTube when we upload this.
Yes, it's going to be great. So you're going to be able to watch it on demand. He's probably working his the metal shop stuff. Right here, we're going to actually just pull up right here. Because if you guys want to call us at any time, 978-522-6532 is the Skype number that you can call in and be part of the show. Or you can Skype in at... you might not be able to see our faces and stuff right here. It's just primarily a phone call with really good audio quality. John C. So JOHNC .RILEY. That's how you get a hold of us. And you can also reach us out on Twitter on @JaceDown and of course Facebook. And now we're on YouTube, so it's Jacedown Studios YouTube page, which Joey Buzzer has mocked me as far as my graphic graphic design. As far as logos and everything. He just looks at it because he's a graphic designer, and he just looks at it and goes, oh, man, who did that?
Well, Joy Buzzer, if you want to help us out, feel free.
No, he is. He's going to be helping us.
Okay, good.
So, we have a lot of stuff in the works, like trying to do some stuff future-wise for a lot of different shows. There's 2 shows that we're actually thinking about doing with Joy Buzzer, so it's going to be awesome. One is for the Bachelor and all of us, and the other one is more pointed toward a kid, like a kid demographic and stuff. So it's actually really cool. All right, Max says, hope you have a great show. It's too late for me. 1:38
It's 1:30. Yeah.
He has to start working 5 hours, so it's crazy when you're on the other side of the world and you really want to participate in a show, but then it just gets way too late.
So they're 6 hours ahead of us.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Just checking that out.
Kissing on the
Kisses
two
on the,
cheeks.
on the cheeks.
It's how very European of you. So, and also it's weird. I just got a message from somebody on Twitter, so I don't know who this person is, but I think they even sent. Let's see, sent me a message, and it was at JStown. Let's see if I can actually pull it up right here on the email because I know I got an email for it. Dan Rodenizer. At Dan Rodenizer sent you a direct message on Twitter. Hey, I put up another polly thing, this time about the Call of Duty games. Let me know what you think if you got a second. Apparently, he's probably talking about his Twitter page as far as going on. Maybe I'm a fan of his. Maybe I'm a fan of his fan page.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe he's maybe it's a troll.
Could be a troll.
Speaking of trolls,
under the bridge, living there.
There's a lot of trolls out there on the internet.
Don't feed them. There's a lot of trolls.
There's a lot of trolls. The internet is a scary place.
I'm one of them sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, I let it all hang out and stuff, so people know my name. I used to go by another name when I first started the podcast because I was afraid of people knowing who I was and everything.
Everyone's online now.
Everybody's online,
so
but you know what? It's we're this next story we're going to be bringing up had to do with a lot of people where what he did in his private life as far as being able to put stuff publicly on Twitter cost him his job.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are worried about that stuff. That's why
and
people
a very high paying job, I'm sure.
That's the reason why the people that I work for, work with and stuff, the B3 crew, King Baby Duck is not his birth given name. So
King Baby Duck.
King Baby Duck and Blue Onic are not their given names. They're kind of like stage names. Just like my stage name when I first started the podcast was JC Sargent. So, I just thought I'd go there, and I thought it sounded cool and whatnot. But it just, the more and more I did it, and the more and more I couldn't get people on, because nobody really wanted to. I think you're one of the first people that actually wanted to be on the show, that actually wanted me, I could actually use your real name.
Yeah,
and
absolutely,
stuff. So
man. I don't care.
even family didn't even want me to use their real names. So I remember that one of the best shows that I had when we were just audio only was Agent X and Red Wings. And they got all the, Red Wings got his, just imagine 8%, the whole Hell's Angels thing, and Red Wings, and just let your mind wander where that might come from.
I think I have a good idea. However, we do have some things to talk about on the show.
We do. But speaking of, I was getting to that because of the fact that certain people, they're worried about their job, they carry on a separate life. Like a double life, where it's podcasting, going to E3, doing commentary, working these conventions, and then they got their own personal corporate life. Because I work in corporate stuff, but nobody that I work for is friends with me on Facebook or Twitter. So that's the one thing I just want to steer clear of that, and I don't make friends with salespeople or anything because the thing is, what I do in my private life, I don't want to hear it come up while we're at a meeting waiting for somebody to arrive or having somebody go, "Oh, I loved your show last night. It was so great." It's like, if I feel like going on a tangent, I don't want to hear about it from somebody I really don't hang out with on a regular basis. It's like, oh, was that directed toward me? Or were you offended because you had a bad day because of what I did? It's like, no, just go away. Amanda, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't really care. That's why I use my real name, because I don't want to go through the bullshit of having to use an alias and trying to live that double life, because it's what I do.
It's crazy.
When I introduce myself to people, I say, "Hey, my name's Matt Gorsica. I'm an insurance agent, and I'm on the internet." So
is that how you introduce yourself?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's the part of my hobbies. I like video games, computers, and cars.
Long walks on the beach.
And unicorns and rainbows. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it works.
So I really don't care telling people that I'm online. I'm like, yeah, check us out, be a fan. It's awesome.
Well, yeah. The person I'm personally going to be talking about is everybody knows, and if you've read any gaming and Game Informer magazines, where we're going to be reading their article, courtesy of Mike Futter, Futtr, Futter. I don't even pronounce names right, but that's okay. According to GameInformer.com, they did this review, and it was, of course, good old creative director Adam Orth for Microsoft Studios and his Twitter tirade that he had last week. I think did we touch on this a little bit?
You might have mentioned it, but what has the fallout been? Well, first of all, tell me what happened. I know there was something big that happened, and he lost his job. But what did he say to this guy?
Okay, here, let me break it down to you right here. This is exactly what the the Twitter conversations were going on right here. The when he pretty much shared a rumor that the new Xbox console will be always online,
Oh,
or
okay.
DRM.
Yep.
So his responses to a lot of people right here. He goes,
Don't
he
feed the
responds to a
trolls.
guy named the Only Alex W, or at the Only Alex W. He says those people should definitely get with the times and with the internet. It's awesome. And then another thing, he says, I want every device to be always on. And then all of a sudden he goes, another one right here. Sorry, I didn't get the drama around having an always on console. Every device is now always on. That's the world we live in. And then hashtag deal with it. So I think that I posted when I first heard that he got he resigned, quotations right here, and he goes, yeah, deal with it. And all of a sudden right here, now this guy right here, he says, did you learn anything from Diablo 3 or SimCity? You know people's internet goes out, right? Deal with it as a shitty reason. This is the person he went back and forth with. This is the person that cost him his job, pretty much. He responds to him. He goes, at man either here, man v here, or man vent here. Electricity goes out too. And he says, you lived in L.A., San Francisco, Seattle, very connected places. Try living in Janesville, Wisconsin, or Blackburg, Virginia. And he responds to him and goes, why on earth would I ever want to live there? So he pretty much, like, snide remarks and stuff right here. Not only did, I don't know if he broke any non-disclosure agreements and stuff, but what he said publicly on Twitter where everybody could read that, even his bosses, he literally dropped a bomb and said, like, it's always on. It may be always on. It's this, it's that, and right here. And then he starts fighting with people, what he considers probably trolls or people who just want to voice their opinion. And it was just kind of crazy that, okay, Game Informer has learned that from sources close to the matter that Orth is no longer with Microsoft. A call to Microsoft's main switchboard confirmed this fact. Our sources, who wish to remain anonymous, suggest that Orth resigned in the wake of last week's events. We haven't been able to confirm whether this was a voluntary or forced resignation. What do you think? Do you think this was forced or voluntary? Or forced voluntary?
It probably was a little bit of each, because I can't imagine Microsoft being very happy about that.
No, because the thing is, the next paragraph says Microsoft isn't commenting on the always-on rumor today because they're waiting for the talk on May 21st reveal for the console. We can't say for sure if Orth's deal with it approach is confirmation that users will need to be online.
Well, first of all, you can't, when you're a person in the public eye, even if you're a game designer, podcast host, artist, whoever, no matter what, you can't feed the trolls.
No. You can't respond to them. It's just
you can't.
Brendan Justice tried to do that, and he tried to be snide with everybody. And Brendan Justice, if anybody else knows, I know that he's friends with Billy Nichols and a bunch of other people, but he is a 17-year veteran of EGM. So, Electronics Gaming Monthly, he's a journalist right here, and he's the guy who gave Aliens Colonial Marines a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, we talked about that, yeah.
The trolls came out in droves, and just not only trolls, people were just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, seriously? So it's just, memes and everything right here, and just constantly going at it and stuff. It's just like, but he legitimately tried to answer everything, but he was even answering trolls.
Right, that's the problem.
It's just... It's like if you're a celebrity, if you're a comedian, comedians do not check their Twitter feeds or do not check their YouTube comments. Why? Because you're gonna have a You're gonna have a YouTube commenter that's gonna be like using the N-word or like calling you a fag or like pretty much egging you on to try to get you to say something and stuff right here. So it's literally like an internet heckler. That's pretty much what a troll is. So,
definitely.
To finish it off right here, we can safely say. We can safely assume that his employers did not appreciate him commenting on the matter. The company issued the following apology.
I can't imagine.
Last week in response, we apologize for the inappropriate comment made by an employee on Twitter yesterday. This person is not a spokesperson for Microsoft, and his personal views do not reflect the customer-centric approach we take to our products and or how we communicate directly with our loyal consumers. And
we fired his ass.
Literally, he's the creative director of working on Xbox. And they're pretty much, no, his comments have nothing to do with us, even though he's the creative director.
Directly having
It's not like a programmer or game tester or anything. The creative director. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about him losing his job?
I mean, it's shitty that it's...
Or resigning.
Well, it's really crappy that it's come to the point where, you really can't say anything online whether you're just dicking around or whether you're just having just having some banter with someone online and have to worry about losing your fucking job.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I mean, it would be different if he was like spilling all of these secret, things that he's not supposed to say.
It's like,
but
it's like Gearbox putting out a tweet that says, "We spent all of Sega's money
exactly
on Borderlands
too.
And all we got was aliens, colonial marines." Hashtag deal with it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It is the exact same thing. I mean, which sucks because some companies put out great tweets, but but I don't think he should have lost his job for it. But it also wasn't the right thing to do on his fault.
I agree with you.
Maybe he should have got a suspension, or I feel like he could have,
or weathered through it. Brendan Justice still has a job.
Well, exactly, right?
But because that was his personal view right here. He's a journalist. He's a reviewer. He's a columnist. He does reviews, so legitimately he can't really lose his job because that's just his view. So
right, it's his opinion.
Regardless if he got paid or not.
However, this guy works for Microsoft, the biggest fucking company, ever, almost. But
and literally, he was trying to be a troll himself by posting that right there and saying, "You guys could get with it. Our iPhones are always on."
He's being witty, and I think it's kind of funny.
I think it's an inside joke that he probably thought it was hysterical. Yeah. And when he put it out, it didn't play for the masses. A lot of people got angry because they have a legitimate excuse for being angry because of the fact that
because Always On is really pissing people off.
Because let me break it down to you. Not everybody has internet, and a lot of people who actually could afford a system probably doesn't have internet or Wi-Fi in their apartments because it's probably too expensive or their families can't afford it.
Absolutely.
You got young kids right here. Literally, a kid should be able to buy a console and play with it without having to update things or be always online.
Absolutely.
Or be everything. The day when everything becomes always online, are you literally hand in hand with Verizon or Comcast and everything right here?
The service
trying
providers.
to bring in that stuff right here. And is it... Whose idea was it to bring it right there? Because we already know that one person whose brilliant idea was for DRM and how he wanted microtransactions and everything.
Hey! Was that the CEO of EA?
Yes, he was. And he also resigned. So in quotation marks,
stepped down,
respectfully.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and also dirty cops who end up killing themselves probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, their friends cover it up and make it look like a heart attack so his wife can still get the benefits. I've seen it happen in movies. It probably happens in real life. But people cover people. They do certain things to save face.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure
and this whole thing, all the resigning and stepping down, that's to save as much face as possible. But you know what? Good riddance. If you feel so shameful about what you did or or if you were the ground that you ran your company into...
It's but the thing is, other different things. I don't agree with it, but in his position, you need to tread softly. You cannot be you can say it amongst friends or on a Facebook message, on somebody's wall, but literally, it's you had to direct it at a friend who gets your kind of humor. Because if you just post it out to masses, it's like me posting opinion. I'm literally starting a troll. He's getting what he deserved. No, I wouldn't say deserved. He's getting what would happen. They're God, that came out wrong. He does not deserve this. But he should be smart enough not to do that in the first place. So don't worry, it's just water.
I'm actually urinating right now.
It's urinating. Moving on. Let's close this tab. Boom. Goodbye, Adam Orth.
Yeah.
Literally.
Good bit.
Okay, next one right here. I'm going to bring it over to Matt. So, Matt, tell us what we have on our next news report.
Next, since we were talking about EA a little bit, I know we're just literally beating a dead horse because every week it just seems like EA, something with Electronic Arts. Either the CEO's resigning, they're putting out another shitty game, another clone game. But this week, posted on the 11th, just earlier in the week. I'm sorry, late in the week last week. EA is reporting that they are undergoing layoffs intended to streamline operations in advance of the release of the PS4 and Microsoft's next console. Yes. So this echoes the explanation given for layoffs at EA LA and EA Montreal. So there are other satellite companies. So what do you guys think? Are they really streamlining, or is this just, wow, we're in the shitter, we're the worst company ever 2 years in a row, our CEO just stepped down, we're in a crisis, so we have to lay people off? What do you think, John?
You know what? It's tough right here. Of course, we also know we didn't touch upon this last show. I think we missed a lot of time. I think everything was wrong on the last show because we were trying to use XSplit to do the later show, and it just couldn't handle as far as the audio inputs and everything right here. Excuse me. That's a cough button / burp button. So
Nice.
we had to kill that. But the thing is also LucasArts is no more, and they laid off everybody right there.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. So
there will be no Boba Fett game coming out, and what do you? I think I would blame it all on
Disney.
Riding Solo. They had the Kinect Xbox game for LucasArts where they had
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
Han Solo. Maybe, I don't know. That was a bad joke, but anyway, it shit happens. Shit happens.
Apparently that button doesn't do anything.
What button?
The burp button?
Oh, you still heard me? So if I do this right here, you can still hear me.
I can't, but maybe they can.
They can. Hello? No. Right here. Hello. No.
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 He's lying.
Yeah, you're awful.
He's trolling. He's a wicked troll.
You're a troll, sir. But now, do they give it streamlining it? Now, why is it,
I don't know. That's such a crap. That is a crap excuse for laying people off. We are streamlining our operations.
if you're any more like they're $1 million company, and the fact that literally, if you actually, I don't know if you, I've worked for companies that would much rather take a thing called a day for pay or go through a small pay cut through each individual employee than have to go through and have layoffs.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
There is a better way of streamlining your company.
Well, this is their statement, their explanation. EA is sharpening its focus to provide games for the new platforms and mobile. And
what is up with this mobile thing?
I don't know. Everyone thinks mobile gaming is going to take off, but it ain't. But that's a whole different thing.
I don't know.
And they say this involves reducing team sizes as we evolve into a more efficient organization. What? It just sounds like they're downsizing, not streamlining.
Just literally downsizing. As far as that, I don't know. I don't know really what they're thinking, but we all know that they do have a sense of humor. Do you know what I'm talking about?
EA?
EA, yes.
Well, they have to have a sense of humor when you basically tell your clientele to STFU, noob. That's basically what they're telling all their fans of their games. They're just, oh, well, we'll do free to play and then microtransactions. You want to reload? That's another $1. Whatever.
It's a sad, sad story. Well, you got us, consumerist. We are the worst company in America. Worse than Halliburton. Worse than ExxonMobil since. As everyone knows, releasing a bad SimCity game with iffy support is far more horrible than poisoning entire communities' groundwater or spilling 300,000 gallons of crude oil in the middle of Arkansas. Thank goodness you let a bunch of nerds angry about the ending of Mass Effect 3 decide that poor video game development is the worst thing since corporate crime that literally I can't even read this with corporate crime
with
that
the Hulk
literally
music
causing the deaths of untold numbers of wildlife and irreparably destroying the environment. Great call.
Dicks.
It was truly an honor that the final contest was between us and Bank of America. I mean, I can really see the similarities between the two companies. EA makes mediocre video games. Bank of America committed mortgage fraud that cost taxpayers billions of dollars. It's like we're twins. Of course, we came out on top because Dragon Age 2 felt rushed. It was way more terrible than illegally foreclosing on homes of active duty members of the military also. DRM, we belong in Guantanamo for that.
Because no one can touch these guys.
Now that we won this award 2 years in a row, it should send a strong message to us that we need to change our ways. Well, we wouldn't send the exact same message, except in a much more explicit manner that would absolutely force the bosses to listen and make lasting changes to the ways we do business. if consumers actually stopped buying our games, nope, that wouldn't work at all. By an internet poll overrun by Reddit and 4chan, that'll definitely make that corporate overlord stop cashing in on Battlefield 4 and the new Madden games and start making Grim Fandango 2. In summary, we are the worst, but we're super glad to have some perspective. Internet. Peter Moore, COO. I thought that was hysterical right here. It was horrible reading, and I wanted to, if I didn't trip over my words and it was so illiterate, I would have had it perfectly matched up with the creepy Hulk, creepy sad Hulk music.
Whenever we have something to read, let me do it. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Anyway. All right, what other stories did you have? There was something really cool that came to Spotify right now.
Yes. Next story on the list here.
Let me have it.
Next story on the list. Do you like Rockstar? The game company. Okay. Not the energy drink.
I thought you were talking about the Nickelback song. Nickelback? Nickel Cage?
Might as well be.
I am a very big fan of Rockstar.
So, apparently, if you're a big fan of Rockstar, you know that music is a big part of their games.
True. Very true.
And whether it's the Grand Theft Auto series or, Bully, L.A. Noire, Red Dead Redemption.
Let me ask you one particular question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so, have you ever been driving around in Grand Theft Auto and you refuse to get out of the car?
I won't do it.
You love that song.
I won't do it.
You love that song.
But that's the beauty of it. But that's the beauty of their games is that it's free roam, so it doesn't matter. You're not really pressed for time, and only in a couple situations. But Rockstar has released Grand Theft Auto radio station playlists on Spotify and iTunes.
Now, we tried looking this up earlier and stuff right here.
I found it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah,
right
I found them on Spotify.
Now, what is it actually under?
Well, you can look them up by, if you type in Grand Theft Auto, you'll see a list of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, what else? 4, Chinatown Wars.
Auto.
Yeah.
Audio. No, it's auto.
Grand Theft Audio.
Okay. Show all results. Grand Theft Auto. Right
yeah, check out in the albums. They've released the albums. I didn't find the playlists that they're talking about, but I found them on there.
Albums. Let's see all the albums right here. And we're bringing it up because I got Spotify. Spotify is great. It's definitely worth $9 a month because literally
I'm on a free month and then I'm going to cancel because I don't want to pay $9 a month or $10 a month for it.
Literally, that saves my day as far as being able to enjoy Spotify because literally I can put in any band in there.
Yeah.
And this is literally how he sees my traffic. Matt sees my traffic as far as my listening habits.
Yep.
All day, and it's just nothing but Falconer. Switch Engage.
It's great.
What else? What do you call it?
Yeah, I just told him.
Zombies the votes.
Just told him before the show. I really enjoy seeing what he listens to on a day-to-day basis. There.
Grand Theft Auto right here. Maybe this is it. It was a top hit. Nope. Oh no, Grand Theft Auto 3. Lips 106.
Yeah, and then it breaks it down into the stations in game.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
So it's literally we have stuff like this. Yeah, you're listening to Lips 106.
Yeah.
Right here.
And it's funny because
this is the first one. This is the one that revolutionized because I remember before then I remember playing Grand Theft Auto and it was that over the
from the top down.
Yeah, aerial view. So it was an aerial view right here, just going around and driving around, and you barely got to see the characters, but being able to enjoy it right here. And that was the first one where you were able to run around, free roads,
GTA 3.
Yeah, you actually got to enjoy and see the fruits of your labor.
Absolutely.
Stealing somebody, killing a hooker. So
getting that money.
Right here, bump to the music. For some reason, it's
doesn't like you right now.
No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah. And that's the funny thing. GTA 3, all of the music they made up. They made up all of the music for GTA 3. It wasn't until Vice City where they actually started using actual licensed music.
Really?
Yeah.
And now I know that a lot of other video games itself hired real DJs.
Oh, yeah.
To be once it got further up inside the games and stuff, they actually were Ed Lover was on some of the. I know Opie and Anthony. No, I'm sorry. Bubba Love Sponge was on another game similar to Grand Theft Auto.
Was he?
Yeah, so a lot of people were for hiring certain things. I know that Anthony Cumia is on the Opie and Anthony show. Has done a lot of work. It's like he's a voice and one of the characters for Red Dead Redemption.
No kidding.
And a couple other ones right here. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption and a couple other games right here. But they also did, I think they did some Grand Theft Auto stuff right here. Video, Vice City.
But I just thought that was cool because I always loved the music in GTA.
So, heavy metal, the heavy metal station. Witter's Helen, Equilibrium. Right here. Just trying to bring it up. For some reason, it's just slow as hell right here.
Well, it's probably because we're trying to broadcast, and I'm online, and I'm watching the show, and it's all on your internet connection. So
just put your microphone next to the thing. Just if you want to, look it up right here on Spotify.
I mean, you can look it up for Spotify on free, so it's not a big deal. I mean, that's what you get for having Comcast, John.
Well, the thing is,
too bad FiOS.
Shut up.
Too bad FiOS. You know.
Shut your mouth.
Hey, not my fault. I just upgraded.
Just shut your mouth. I don't care about you anymore.
50 megabits per second download, dude. 50.
Okay, now that we've done that,
downloading Steam games at 7.3 or 4 megabytes per second. It's ridiculous.
Nerd.
Oh yes, and the teraflops and the gigawatts and.
Here, I got something that'll actually make you laugh. So.
All right, go for it.
Well, actually, first we need to do a little bit of correct capturing right here. We want to capture the screen correctly right there, and voila. And okay, I'm about to play a video of a murderer. Are you prepared? Are you about to?
Am I going to bear witness to a murder?
It's from YouTube. I don't know how they got away with it.
YouTube murder?
But it's a murderer, and they're confessing to murdering somebody. So it's pretty wild stuff. I'm surprised it hasn't been on like one of those, wildest police chases or whatever, those crazy things, or like 48 Hours, that show right here. So here.
No, my mouth.
My ears.
Is she wearing a tampon on her head?
I think it looks like an ice pack.
I'm just wanting right in my mouth.
That's what she said.
It's my own will. I would have kept you. I loved you from the moment on.
She's talking about her teeth, ladies and gentlemen. They took out her wisdom teeth and she's freaking out.
But they're dead.
They're dead. She killed them.
Okay, close enough. It'll be all right. They were just trying to help me chew.
They were just trying to help me chew.
I didn't upset them. I could have accepted them. Honey, it's okay. No, you couldn't.
Oh, poor Bunky.
Crowding your other teeth. They would be painful.
She is so high right now.
I've never been this high. I've been high like this probably once. I remember when I had my hernia surgery.
Okay.
And I remember I was so high. I woke up high after surgery, like literally counted back from 10. And, I was in the operating room, count back from 10, and literally it went black. And then I just remember enjoying my food, enjoying a sandwich, and how great it tastes. I'm like, man, this
amazing.
sandwich is great, man. I was like, holy shit, man.
No, I remember after my wisdom teeth surgery, I was like, I was wicked happy. I wasn't sad at all. I was like singing.
See, I want some of that good shit because I got my wisdom teeth taken out in the military.
Oh no,
and
they just ripped them out.
They just gave me one day off, and I wasn't that high because they can't afford for people
to
be too high and not know where they were, and then end up murdering teeth and stuff right here. So it's just let's continue the.
What time is it, Dylan? Because I need to know.
It's 11.
There you go.
Wipe those eyes, stranger.
The pain. No.
She deserves it.
Took lives.
I never asked for this.
It's not life, honey.
I didn't ask for this. What a shame.
Damn it. It's the same way. But I were new ones. I can't grow these back.
You can't grow these back.
I wonder how old she is. She's probably like 19.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's super high right now.
There we are. There we are.
She's literally acting like a 4-year-old.
I just want to be happy. You will.
I just want to be happy.
Do you want to go through the front door?
I was
Closer
so
to the
happy.
couch?
Well, let's jump ahead to when she's actually.
I said no. I didn't mean it. You can come back.
Where's
if you
Granberry?
want.
No, yeah, you should leave them in there.
She's trying to put him back in her. Okay, I'll put you back.
Why are they letting her hold it? That's traumatizing.
YouTube money. YouTube money.
YouTube money.
That's what I'm all about. YouTube money. But I saw that I think it was the Soup that posted that, and I could not stop laughing.
That's
'cause
hysterical.
I was dying right here. So I think we're gonna end the show right here. It's a really quick show, about like 40 minutes right here. That's what normally we're trying to do. It's just a weekly recap of what we saw in the news. Of course, we could do a lot of stuff that a lot of different people right here. First of all, let's raise our glasses right here. Let's raise our glasses.
Sponsored by PBR.
No, not a sponsor by PBR. I want to. I can't
kidding.
pour my beer out onto my computer as a sign of respect in gangster territory. But let's raise our beers to a fellow reviewer and a guy who was a journalist for a lot of times, and he was great. He had a shitty couple of last about 4 years. Roger Ebert. Roger Ebert passed away.
That he did.
And it's unfortunate right here because the guy survived through cancer, but he literally looked like one of those masks that you go at a Halloween store because he had nothing right here, just like he's a and he couldn't talk anymore, but he was still able to do his job. That was the cool thing. He always kept in high spirits.
Yeah.
And I remember Siskel and Ebert at the movies. I remember the Jay Sherman thing when they were on there with the Critic. Do you remember watching the Critic?
Yes.
No, you don't.
No, that was I have seen that. Maybe perhaps reruns because you were.
I remember. Yes, I'm
you're
way,
a few
way
years
older than you. I'm almost 10 years older than you and stuff.
But I do remember. I do remember that
you're
though.
Senior.
I do remember that.
But it was a lot of fun, and I didn't agree with a lot of stuff he said, but I definitely appreciate all the work that he's done, and he was a celebrated journalist, and just being a person that
stinks.
Even people as far as his celebrated career and people that are new to doing this, and as far as me and Matt, myself and Matt and I, there you go, that's the proper English. Matt and I together, we're doing this right here.
Marley and me.
Allowing people to base their opinions and just have it, because the show started off as kind of like a small local show inside their area inside Chicago, and then PBS bought them, and then NBC bought them, and then they were actually having a big show and right here. And of course, I think Gene Siskel died late 90s, I think.
Yeah.
Early 90s, late 90s, I wasn't quite sure, and he was pretty young when he died. He wasn't, but the thing is, Roger Ebert lived on, and then he survived through his surgery, but due to complications.
Yeah, 1999.
Yeah, okay, so it was right around that time. So that was that was 1 year before he joined the military. So it was interesting. I was right out of high school, but I was still a fan of their channel and stuff. But not to embellish and just do a bunch of different things. I'm sad to see him go, but the fact that who knows how comfortable he was. I can keep in high spirits and smile a lot and make sure that everybody. It's look at Dick Clark before he died.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I'd rather not hear Dick Clark. I can look at Dick Clark. But, hello, Brian. How are you? It's it's like whatever, man. It's I'll enjoy it, but the thing is, it's sad to see him go, and I'm sorry we did not mention him right here. So we're gonna end the video. I just want to show. Have you ever heard of a thing called the Squeaker Squad?
I have not.
Okay, I found this video through another YouTube page through Machinima. Machinima had these guys do videos, and it's Daithi, D-I-T-H, Daithi Nogla. He's it's Irish.
Oh, whatever.
He's an Irish guy who plays Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. And a guy that he kind of does a lot of funny videos with is this kid named Louis Calibre. And he's part of the Squeaker Squad, or created it. And he's probably your age, but he does a spot on, he does a really good impression of a kid, like one of those, like a noob kid, or like a kid who's just trolling you while he's wiping the floor with you, making fun of you.
That's awesome.
While he's killing you. But
here, we're gonna play some of it.
How Minecraft was made right here. I'm just trying to find out what's the best one right here. So, ex supervillain, my little cousin Louis Calibre, by Machinima Respawn right here. Okay, let's see if I can bring up this one right here.
Rated T for teen.
Oh
Man's
no,
world
ads.
is incapable of self.
Oh no.
We will preserve order.
I'm in it.
It's Injustice.
May
Gods
it be,
Amongst
may
Men.
it be.
Gods Among Us. Right here. I played it. Have you been able to play this game at all?
What is it?
The new God's Among Us.
No,
game.
what is it? I've never even heard of it.
It's DC. It's Batman, Superman, Lex Luthor, crazy. Aquaman looks fucking badass in it. So
Aquaman.
no, it looks like a great game, and it's by the creators of Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah, I was
better
never a big
watch
fan
out,
of
you
fighting
kid.
games.
You better watch out for me, kid. If you see us trick shot, do not spray us up, okay? That's a naughty thing to do.
Is this a dude? This
Yeah,
is like
yeah,
a
this
like
is
he's like my age.
Just give me the corner, kid. Give me cover.
yeah, that's him.
Dang, Capo Hicks D. You ain't up.
I love how they're.
What the fuck?
It's
the
funny
fuck?
because there are actually kids that are that young that sound like
Yes,
that.
exactly.
And that's the whole reason I don't play Call of Duty.
Don't set up, alright? Either you get the trick shots on your own or you ain't up dick, okay? We're not going to don't argue with me, kid! You freaking talking!
Hours of enjoyment listening to Louis Calibre just fucking with people.
Oh my god! That guy's gone through puberty about 10 times.
You play the KOR Speedy. You play the KOR Speedy. Yeah, can you?
Hey, no! Pay attention to me! I'm more famous than you! Pay attention to me, not Jim! Forget Jim! No, me! Look at me!
I just-
Look at me! Not him! Me!
I just love the fact that he's your age, Matt.
I know,
He's
that's the
doing
best.
He's doing the voice. It's like right here. So let me show you what he actually looks like. Real voice right here.
Louis Calibre.
Louis Calibre, yes. Right here, best moments. Louis Calibre squeaks right here. So
Squeaking Squad.
that's literally right here. But he's out of San Diego.
Okay. So
That's him.
My
Yeah.
name is Louis, and we're over here at Sunset Cliffs in San Diego. Where, as in May and I. And I have my voice changer right here. Are you ready?
Oh, he doesn't use a voice changer.
Okay.
What's up? My name's Louis Calibre.
Do I sound good? We're gonna do it higher.
Hey, what's up? Hello? Hi, my name's Louis Calibre. The little squeaker squad, baby. What's up?
I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
When I'm bored at work, I love listening to Daithi Nogla and Louis Calibre. Like, I want to be friends with these guys and
They
play.
seem pretty cool.
It's just, I for some reason he has so many videos out there online on YouTube that I can't find the one. I lost the one that I loved because it was one video that I just could not stop laughing at and stuff right here. I just had an amazing time watching that. So that's pretty much what we have for the entire show. So that's it, man.
Yeah, that's good. Sounds good to me. That was some good show.
That's some
We
good-
still went almost an hour.
No, we're only
Right?
43 minutes.
Well, that's still more than half an hour.
Whatever. Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Hey, man.
I like screwing with people online too. It's fun.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, and he actually created a fake account and pretended to do it's the real guy doing a fake version of his real person voice. Like,
Yeah.
You're not Louis Calibre. Shut up. You're an imposter. But anyway, now is the end of the show.
Well, thanks everyone for checking us out.
Thank you very much.
Like those pages.
Like those pages. Facebook.
Like that YouTube, that Facebook.
Call us anytime. 781. No, 978.
Yeah.
522-6532.
Word.
At Jstown on Twitter, Facebook, the Jstown Studios on Facebook. John C. Riley, Matt Gorsiga, and we appreciate it. And a world that's never going to be the same, and we do everything for free. We still have hope. So thank you very much for everybody for just giving your attention to us just for a short 40 minutes.
Thank you
And,
so much.
Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching our YouTube video.
Good night.
Good night.